It's not COVID. Hi folks, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sanding down some of the timber because very soon things will start to get in the way, things that will probably be damaged by the edges of these sanders. So I'm getting the majority of the sanding done and then it's out the way. Things can be varnished, wrapped, sealed, covered. They're not going to get damaged or anything else get damaged in the process of sanding. So I'm very lucky to own a FESTOOL Rotex RO150, which I believe is called a geared eccentric sander. And if you see in the faint sanding lines, it leaves a pattern of a star. So it's geared so that it's geared eccentric. So it's geared to kind of move in and out as it goes round and round. And that's on the harsh setting, and then it's got a finer setting. I don't think there's a more versatile sander on the market. It's very clever. It uses, you can obviously hook it up to the extractor, this extractor, what it does, it extracts most of the dust through the hole patterns in the bottom of the pad, and it also blows cold air to the back onto the back of the pad in the other areas where there's no holes, to keep it cool, to keep the sanding disc cool, so that as the pad, in other sanders, as the pad gets hot, paint and varnish and resins from the timber will stick to the pad, thus reducing the efficiency of the actual sanding pad, because it gets clogged up. So it uses cold air to keep this pad cool, so that it doesn't get clogged up, so the discs last longer. So that's I think that there's the Merkur sanders, which are smaller and more lightweight, but they don't have the versatility of the RO150. So I do really love this sander. It's very expensive, but I love it. And then we have the RO90. Which is a very similar beast, a little less, I'm not sure of the power of the two, but I think it feels less powered. And this, you can either have the detailed sanding pad or a round sanding pad for kind of getting into corners. So between the two of them, I'm pretty much covered for all my sanding requirements. And this one is also, they both got a speed control. I think this has got speed control. Yeah, they both got speed control. This one does fine sanding as well. So yeah, I'm just going to get some of this this timber glowing. It hasn't been sanded since it's been put up, so it's really beautiful timber. I'm really excited to see how it's going to finish. So let's get on with that. So this is the extractor for the sanders, and obviously this 27 mil hose goes onto the exit port of the sander just there, and then Festool have I believe it's called a plug-it system. So this is plugged into the extractor here. When you activate the tool, the extractor kicks in when it's on the auto setting. Now this is only an L class. I think there was only an L class available when I bought this. It's very old and battered, but it's a beautiful machine that's really served me well, and it kind of serves my purposes. I don't work on sites where they insist on M class. I think it might be even more now, O class, N class. Anyway. I don't work on sites where they insist on M-class filtration on the extractions, so this is kind of good enough for me. It's just about keeping as much dust out as possible. I wear PPE, and it's just about keeping the site clean, really. So that's the extractor. There's the sanders. Let's get to it. say, I'm using Festool Granat pads. I'm starting off on an 80 grit, so you can see me. Festool pads, Festool Granat. I'm going to start off on an 80, 120 and then 180, and I think that'll be good enough for this purpose, but let's see. absolutely beautiful. So yeah, these, I mean, it really is, this is going to be the shining light in amongst all this attic conversion. It's going to be beautifully flat plastered walls, painted white, I hope, and then obviously the contrast to these beautiful timbers. So yeah, just start of getting all these sanded back. It's something I really enjoy doing because you just get to see the sort of contrast and the massive change. Here we go, look, so that's the difference. That's what it's like when I start. And that's kind of that's half sanded on the 80 grit, and then this is finished on the 80 grit, and then obviously I've got to go up to 120 and then a 180, and that's probably going to be enough. It'll be as smooth as a baby's butt. So anyway, yeah, that's the sanding that's going on. I can't wait to show you it all when it's all finished. And really big shout out to the stars of the show: Festool CTL26 extractor, Rotex RO150, just the god of sanders. Oh, where's the other one? Oh, there she is. And there's his little wife. The little Rotex RO90. And it's 90 because it's got a 90mm circular pad, and then also obviously the triangular pad for details. This is she's a bit more gentle, this one, but essential for getting into those other areas. The RO150. I mean, literally, if you know the RO150, you know, you kind of, it's a bit like those geezers that they ride bulls. You kind of hit the switch and you just got to hang on for grim death with both hands. You might kind of see it in some of the videos where it just it has a mind of its own. And on these things, just absolutely brilliant. They're called Pro here, and they're ear defenders, but they're also Bluetooth and DAB and Bluetooth, DAB and FM radio, and they're very comfortable and sounds great. Just brilliant. Really highly recommend them. I think I'm going to do a review on the Pro here, the ISO tunes, and then I've got another pair that the wife bought me. They're not so good, but don't tell her. She won't watch this because she thinks I'm really boring. Anyway, thanks folks. I'll show you this all when it's finished. There we go. Oh man, look at that. It's beautiful. Cheers folks.